Just a start now. How we did? Just a start now. So yes, big up to one and all worldwide. Welcome to the Random Reviews, the Jake and Ears, your host for the program today. Rivy Jake and see me I deal it. So you don't know. Big up to everybody we're gonna say yo, striving and surviving and give glory to the Most High for 2025 for this year. So without further delay and further ado, let's get in our program. Let's get in our review.
But we begin this morning with that disturbing discovery at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida. JetBlue has confirmed that the bodies of two people were found inside the landing gear of a plane last night. The airline says they were found during a routine post-flight inspection of a plane that ultimately landed at New York JFK Airport after making stops in Salt Lake City and Kingston, Jamaica. CBS News Miami reporter Morgan Reiner has the latest from Fort Lauderdale.
That's right. JetBlue confirmed for us that during one of their routine post-flight inspections, they did find two people in the landing gear compartment of one of their flights. Unfortunately, both of those people were dead. At this hour, we do not know their identities. We don't know how they got through security and into the landing gear.
Yeah, man, I don't know if you could have heard me from earlier, so as me I say, welcome again. I'm going to and get myself on the big screen. I don't know if you could have heard me before, but again, welcome to the Jake and Ears Random Reviews channel. So you don't know, we're just going to review random stories, news, worldwide. So big up to each and every one, wherever you may be, whatever time this may be right now, you're checking out this. So without further ado, I could get and get back in and get forward in that clip. You see me I deal it. Yeah, so here we go. Let's get to it.
But we begin this morning with that disturbing discovery at the Fort Lauderdale Hollywood International Airport in Florida. JetBlue has confirmed that the bodies of two people were found inside the landing gear of a plane last night. The airline says they were found during a routine post-flight inspection of a plane that ultimately landed at New York JFK Airport after making stops in Salt Lake City and Kingston, Jamaica. CBS News Miami reporter Morgan Reiner has the latest from Fort Lauderdale.
That's right. JetBlue confirmed for us that during one of their routine post-flight inspections, they did find two people in the landing gear compartment of one of their flights. Unfortunately, both of those people were dead. At this hour, we do not know their identities. We don't know how they got through security and into the landing gear to begin with. We do know that the flight came from JFK in New York, which is about a 3-hour flight time. JetBlue added that this is a heartbreaking situation, that they are committed to working closely with law enforcement to figure out exactly what happened here. You know, for hours overnight at Fort Lauderdale International Airport, passengers, people arriving here at the airport did see a medical examiner, a crime scene van, several Broward County Sheriff's Office deputies. You can see behind me now, operations are back to normal here at the airport. It's been very busy all morning long. Of course, we will let you know as soon as we get any more information about this deadly investigation. Back to you.
All right, Morgan, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Let's bring in CBS News senior transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve to talk more about this. So, Chris, we gave some details at the top there about the flight, but what else do you know?
Well, Vlad, there's a lot of things that we don't know on this situation. That airplane, for example, started its day in Kingston, Jamaica, flew to New York, then Salt Lake City, then back to New York before it ultimately ended up in Miami. And at each of those points, at the very least, the pilots do a walk around the airplane and check things, and they typically will look inside the wheel wells. But we don't know when those people got on board the airplane inside that wheel well. So often in these cases, it occurs on an international flight bound for the U.S. So it's possible that these stowaways got on board in Jamaica, but we just don't know. And that raises some questions that need to be answered. When did somebody have access to the airplane, and who were they? Were they people who were perhaps employed at the airport who would have had some access to the aircraft, or did they breach security? If they breach security, they need to know where that happened so it doesn't happen again for very obvious reasons. These stowaway circumstances are rare. They also tend to be deadly. The wheel well is not pressurized. It is not climate controlled. So you're exposed to very little oxygen once the plane gets to 38,000 feet. You're also exposed to sub-zero temperatures for prolonged periods of time. That plane flew at 38,000 feet for well over an hour. That temperature up there is probably not survivable for anyone without special equipment, not to mention the lack of oxygen. So this is not the way to try to stow away on an airplane. Of course, it's illegal to stow away on a plane, but this is a ticket to death.
That's an excellent point. Chris, let me pivot here and ask you about the weather. As you know, it's been a bitterly cold week for travel with the winter storm blanketing parts of the Midwest all the way up to the East Coast. Are airlines bouncing back from some of the cancellations and delays that travelers have experienced?
Yeah, you know, when the day started this morning, there were fewer than 500 cancellations. 24 hours earlier, we were talking about 3 times that number. So today is a better day. We're going to see a lot of cancellations, particularly in the morning, that first bank of flights for the airports that really got hit by snow because those airplanes just weren't there. The first flights out of Chicago O'Hare to many of those airports got out more or less as scheduled. So that's a good sign. You will see residual delays. For example, the Cincinnati airport was seeing lengthy delays this morning. Denver is seeing snow. You have windy conditions in the New York City area. That's never good news for Newark and LaGuardia. So there are going to be some challenges today. It's going to be a better day likely than it was yesterday. You still may see more delays than you would normally see. What we're going to watch is how these cancellation numbers move throughout the day. But right now, better than yesterday, still not as good as what we're used to. And that may not come until tomorrow. But as soon as things are sort of reset and back to normal, we're going to start talking about weather disruptions probably in the south, like Dallas in particular, as another storm moves towards the East Coast by the weekend. So it's just going to be a challenging week for flyers and certainly a challenging week for drivers in the areas that getting the severe weather, too.
All right, Chris Van Cleef for us this morning. Chris, thank you very much.
Yeah, man. So there you have it from the CBS News. Want to know? Leave in a comment and the thoughts, views in the comment section, and remember to like and share. And you don't know, this program brought to you by Celebration Management. So you don't know, check out the thing. Celebration Management. Yes, you don't know, is a event company where capture all the moments them. So look out for the thing, Celebration Management. More info to come, and so on and so forth. So again, random reviews from the J Caniers. It's a the new channel. We're going to kick off some things and randomly just check out some different scenery and news going on worldwide. So just share the thoughts and views in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Look out for the thing them, 1STJACAN, and so on and so forth. And I don't know. Big up Almighty for keep us safe and strong and they are same way. So just like, share, and comment. Peace.